that I had the corrupt cop, Chief Kenley, know about what happened to me, and he did nothing. Superintendent Dean Stevenson, you're a corrupt cop. You need to take off your badge, go to church, and ask, Father, forgive me, for I have sinned.
A message for you, Darren Lomax, you corrupt cop. Go to church, take that Sergeant Neil coach with you, and repent yourself, you corrupt cop, because I have sinned.
The Victorian Police state that this man is a risk to public for his friendly behaviour to name police as corrupt cops. Another corrupt cop, Deputy Tim Cartwright. I have lost my home, lost my family, all through corruption. Chief Kenley, you're a disgrace. You need to be sacked.
I don't think there's a right answer or a wrong answer here.
Here it says, in Exodus, chapter 23, they shall not raise a false report. So, Chief Kenley, why are you raising a false report? Why are you misleading the community? I want to speak with you in front of the media. I want to speak with you on a current affairs, on the Herald Sun. But show how much of a coward you are. You would not confront me in front of the media. A Senior Sergeant Carl Richmond said, yes, your sister had lied. She bared false police witness. The corrupt cops had to cover up the truth. But here it says, in Exodus, chapter 23, they shall not raise a false report. This is Gallijess versus Chief Kenley. Police attacked the building industry. Chief Kenley, investigate your corrupt cops and Superintendent Dean Stevenson, whom covered up a $10 million intervention order scandal. The corrupt cop, Superintendent Dean Stevenson, wrote a false report. Superintendent Dean Stevenson, this is your signature, is it? I've been trying to call you, but you've been avoiding me like a little bunny rabbit. You're hiding in a hole. Well, you corrupt cop, if this is your signature, then you should be sacked, because you're saying in this letter that my sister, who lied to a judge, bare false police witness, corrupt cop Sergeant Pope, corrupt cop $1 million Trevor intervention order scandal is not a criminal offence. My name is Gallijess. I'm a man that fights against police corruption.
Now, you, Chief Kenley, preside over a box of rotten apples. Approximately 40 years ago, I was involved in a Den Police corruption inquiry with Dr. Bertram Weiner. There were a lot of corrupt police, a lot of graft and corruption, and a lot of people were verbaled into information, and there was a lot of people sent to prison for crimes they have not committed. That when I came home one night, they shot at my car. My story is very simple. My father died of cancer, left $10 million estate, and my sister had a dream to exile me out of my family home. Not because of fear of her life, but because of greed. Asking the community to get behind me and see if Superintendent Dean Stevenson can put his head out of that hole and say yes or no, is this your signature? Chief Kenley was appointed by IBAC, Anti-Corruption, to take care of this case. Senior Sergeant Carl Richmond was bullied, ready to be punched on with the disgraced Sergeant Yates. As I was told by Detective Qualch, the pair were ready to fight it. But he ran like a coward. He turned the opposite way and ignored the death threats I received from police. Sergeant Tocock, you're a corrupt cop for perverting the course of justice. When you suspended my security licence, you said that you signed on this to become unemployed. You were signing me to lose my security licence, and you had no understanding of why you were signing it. Because you know why? You're a corrupt cop. Only a corrupt cop signs something that don't know what they're signing. My sister called for the tom-toms. She got a response. But Kelly Thompson, she tried several times to have police respond,
despite of dozens of calls,
attend her premises, and she did not get what she wanted, and now she's dead. Thank you to the Victorian Police.
A clear breach of the intervention.
The only people that benefit from the non-release of these statistics,
but police did nothing.
is the government.
Kelly's murder has exposed what the Thompsons see as a catastrophic failing by police to protect women like their daughter.
Failed. Miserably
Victoria
failed.
Police admitted that the investigation should never have been carried out by local detectives.
We actually believed that the investigation was being conducted from outside the division. It's only when the families raised it that we've understood that the system's broken down. We've understood that the system's broken down. That the system's broken down.
36 times she rang up for help. Oh, the system is broken down. She wasn't putting on a Lotto ticket. She rang a police officer. She picked up the phone and wanted help.
It's me, concerns the Chief Commissioner.
I'm alone.
But the system's failed, ensuring that what we thought would occur has occurred. So we'll be looking into that and making sure it doesn't occur again.
Another corrupt cop, Deputy Tim Cartwright.
Under a more responsive system, Luke Batty might still be alive.
Dealt with her.
He would now be 12.
There's a way to stop family violence. We need to hold accountable the corrupt judges.
Sergeant Yates went to court on the 8th of February 2011 to support my sister to put a false $10 million intervention order.
Do you recall why you attended at court on the 8th of February 2011?
That's over a year ago.
Is the answer no?
Jog my memory with something else?
That this matter was listed for a mention.
Warrant issue.
You know, related to that? Yeah.
Sergeant Yates belted his wife. He bashed her, grabbed her hair and dragged her across the table. Was Sergeant Yates authorised to wear a police uniform on the 8th of February 2011?
I came aware that my name was on the list of witnesses,
Yes.
and I said, no, I've got nothing to say, so you can take me off.
He was discharged from the force on the 5th of March 2011. Chief Kenley was appointed by IBAC, Anti-Corruption, to take care of this case.
Sgt Trevor Lockwood said I had a friendly nature. What, you don't like me calling you corrupt cop?
Superintendent Dean Stevenson, venting assault charges which were later withdrawn. Stevenson's challenger is Senior Sergeant David
Because I
Bishop.
always think there is an element at the top that stinks. Absolutely stinks.
Bishop is now suspended.
Cops that cover up the truth.
Don't
In
worry,
the
me
Bible.
ghetto. I know how you feel, mate. They are such a bunch of corrupt cops.
It's back over 100 years. If you look at Exodus chapter 23, the corrupt cop, Superintendent Dean Stevenson, they shall not raise a false report, had suffered the same treatment by corrupt
I should
cops.
be treated like any other elderly. You corrupt cop.
He wanted to protect his family, but unfortunately we had a corrupt cop, Lomax, wanted to destroy his life.
Put my life in danger. I wrote a letter to Chief Kenley, and I've had no satisfactory response. So the message to you, Chief Kenley, unlike Mr. Jackson, who was then the Chief Commissioner, he got rid of his rotten apples. As an first aid officer. And when the Westgate Bridge collapsed, 31 men died.
Suffered a tremendous collapse. Rushed to hospital, corrupt cop Chief Kenley. He wrote to you and you did nothing.
No decency to protect elderly people. Fear I had that the wires could have snapped on my chest and it could have killed me.
He was on crutches. The cop had grabbed him and then tried to rip his wires out because he wanted him in the divvy van because he had a personal vendetta.
If the wires comes off, my chest will open up and I'm dead. I was taken by ambulance and I spent 5 days in hospital with a fractured back. He didn't follow procedures. He grabbed me by the middle of the chest and tried to put me into a divvy van. He knew I'd just come out of hospital. He knew that I was injured. He knew I was on crutches. That's me over there. This is where I was standing. It's all ripped up. He was in the first aid building. When the bridge fell down, the building fell on top of him and squashed the whole building to a dead bodies, but we got some of them out alive. And I sometimes still think about it when I drive over the bridge. You corrupt cop Lomax.
From a corrupt cop, Constable King, Superintendent Dean Stevenson, you're a corrupt cop.
Can't eat this because it's a rotten apple.
No, that's right.
So what
we'll
do
have to throw that one away. We'll have
we'll
to
throw
chuck
it
it
out.
out.
Yeah, there we go.
Give it to Lomax.
That's it.